You know that simple black and white barcode on your receipt? Well, it's going through a massive, and I mean massive, transformation. Today, we're going to dive into how that humble barcode is becoming an intelligent gatekeeper, one that can turn a chaotic store exit into a super smooth, secure checkpoint. I mean, it's the kind of question that keeps business owners up at night, right? That nagging feeling that things are just slipping through the cracks, whether it's inventory that's just gone or revenue you can't account for. This is the real-world problem we're going to unpack. And here's the thing. Those frustrations, they aren't just isolated incidents. They're actually symptoms of a much bigger issue: chaos. When your sales system, your security gates, and your staff aren't talking to each other, you get this friction that just silently drains your profits and your time. And this chaos, it shows up in some really painful ways. You've got those unexplained financial losses at the end of the month. You've got a line of annoyed customers getting jammed up at the exit. And your valuable staff, they're stuck playing security guard instead of actually helping people. All of it, every single bit, comes from validation processes that are just not good enough anymore. So how in the world do you fight that kind of chaos? Well, you introduce a single point of intelligence. And this is where we totally reimagine the barcode. It's not just proof you bought something anymore. It becomes a unique, single-use digital key. And that exit gate, it's no longer just a dumb barrier. It's a smart checkpoint. The whole thing hinges on this really cool concept called the digital handshake. So in the split second you scan your barcode, the gate pings a cloud server. That server then talks to the store's sales system, also in the cloud, and asks, hey, is this for real? Is it valid? Has it been used before? This whole cloud-to-cloud conversation happens in a flash to confirm everything. And that handshake is exactly what stops the most common types of fraud dead in their tracks. Somebody can't just screenshot their barcode and text it to a friend. They can't use it at a different store or come back tomorrow and try to use it again. Each key is totally unique. And once you use it, poof, it's gone. Now, what's really great about this whole setup is just how flexible it is. This isn't just for grocery stores. Let's look at how it adapts across two very different kinds of places. So, on one hand, you've got retail. At a self-checkout, you scan your receipt, it proves you paid, and the gate lets you go. Easy. But on the other hand, think about a concert, or a gym, or even your office building. In that case, you're scanning your ticket or your visitor pass to get in. It's the same exact technology, same smooth process, just flipped for a totally different purpose. Okay, so we get the what, but what about the how? Like, how does this actually play out for a customer? Let's walk through the entire journey from the moment you pay to the moment you're through the gate. It's really a 5-step process that feels like one smooth motion. You finish paying, a unique barcode prints on your receipt. You walk over to the exit, scan it, that digital handshake happens instantly behind the scenes, and the gate just opens. No friction, no waiting for an employee, just a clean, secure exit. But that validation isn't just a simple yes or no. Behind the scenes, there's this whole checklist it's running through in like a blink of an eye. The system checks that it's a single-use code, it confirms it's being used at the right store, that's the till ID, it checks that the date and time are valid, and it even makes sure the barcode is formatted correctly. If even one of those things fails, that gate stays locked. So what's the magic piece of hardware that makes all this happen? Well, it's this little box, the IoT-enabled controller. Seriously, you should just think of it as the brain at the gate. It's the physical device that listens for the cloud's decision after the handshake and translates that into a really simple command: open or stay closed. It's the bridge between the digital world and the physical one. And this little brain is incredibly adaptable. It doesn't matter what kind of internet setup a store has, Ethernet, Wi-Fi, even 5G, it can connect. It also has all the right ports to hook up to pretty much any kind of scanner and physically tell any kind of gate what to do. Okay, but this is where the story gets really powerful, because this system isn't just about opening a gate. It's about what you learn every single time that gate opens. It's about turning a simple transaction into a goldmine of business intelligence. So let's totally reframe what we're talking about here. We've moved way beyond just simple gate control. We're talking about a full-on business command center. By linking your sales, your access control, and your customer data, you create this single, unified view of your whole operation. You finally get to turn all that chaos into control. So what about those big business goals we talked about at the start? Well, this system absolutely delivers. It enhances the customer experience with a fast, frictionless exit. It reduces operational costs by freeing up your staff. And it massively boosts security. It is a win-win-win. And the data. Oh, the data becomes your secret weapon. Because every scan is a data point, you can spot your best-selling products in real time. You can track your busiest hours to schedule staff better. You can predict demand to manage your inventory. You can even start building detailed customer profiles for loyalty programs that really work. So I'll leave you with this thought. The humble barcode. It's become so much more than a price tag or a ticket stub. It's a key, and it's a source of incredible insight. So when every single entry and every single exit becomes a meaningful data point, the question isn't just about controlling your business anymore. It's about where you're going to find its next big opportunity.